Oh my God. I don't want to lose this vibration. Oh, I feel it, my friends. I'm coming on here. This is not live. Oh, the lamb's hair, or whatever it took to make this talus. Oh, it always looks better with the yellow one. Whatever it took to make this talus is tingling on me. My brain feels like it's tingling. I came on quickly, not really just because I wanted to come on and say this, but I wanted to come on and correct one of my mistakes I did in the last video, which the numbers were right, but they were way off because they couldn't work that way, okay? Because Jupiter is doing everything, almost. There's one part that Jupiter does not get to do. A, does not get to impregnate your wife. He does not give birth to your child. Jupiter is a toy. Jupiter will grow to any size it wishes. Jupiter is a toy. It controls just about everything that you can possibly see and think of. Because if you can see it or think of it, then it's in the system. And Jupiter knows. Jupiter is number 5. The 5th, mais. Backwards in French, I am. That's not the only one. Venus, V and E is number 27, talking about the 2 islands of 7. But she has no moon, because she exists actually in 1 and 3. She's not real. She's the space. I'd like to know what a Vega card is. We also have Uranus. In the last video I wasn't sure, but I wanted to show you that in pi, 3.141592653, the first 9 numbers, has a dot in the front of it and starts with 3. That means it starts with 3 and it finishes with 3. Regardless of the dot, I'm not playing the game with dots yet because I do know what the value of the dot is, and it always depends on something or something else, but 99% of the time, 50% of the time that is, 48% of that time, but 49%, but you need the extra, it's a 2 world, so it's 48%. 48 and 48 is 96. 9 and 6. Man makes his own babies. 6 world. No, isn't that the way it works? That's what I'm using. I'm using that number. Because he's not the heart. But he's got a heart. He's 1 and 1. God's heart and your heart. You got 2 hearts. Hey, you got 2 hearts beating in there. 2 hearts are better than 1. So what I was going to tell you is that what it would be Mercury, Mars, Mercury, then it would be Jupiter, then it would be Pluto, then it would be Venus, then it would be Saturn, then we get to number 5 again, which would be Jupiter again, and we finish off with Earth. So we have one time next to Jupiter is Pluto, and one time next to Jupiter is Earth. Okay, on one side of Jupiter is 6, on the other side of Jupiter is 1. It's telling you the formation. If pi is real, then this is real, because it's part of pi. I'm just using the first 9 numbers. Got to read in between the lines. What do you think they're going to write it out for us? Yeah, guy walked down the street one day holding a big gun. I knew he was after me. I knew he wanted to get me and clock me good. So I ran and I ran. And I ended up in Iran. Thought there was a war. Well, anyways, I ran. He shot me. He never got me. You know why? He wasn't paying too much attention to me. I'm only worth $1. That's right. I'm a moose. Or a reindeer. He's only worth $1. He should have been after my wife. She's worth lots of dough. Lots of dough, eh? Lots of dough. Poor reindeers, eh? Poor reindeers' hunting season has begun. Orignal, Panache, Moose, 2 O's with an S. S connects. There's so many ways to draw over the 6th house, okay? And every time you draw over it, you can't understand it because most people just keep drawing. You got to do before and after. You have to move before and after, and then if you want, add in the in-between. Because you do know when you mark the number 1, the letter T, the letter J, all of them have a straight line. And the I, but not the H. This is where the H separates from the I. So we're going to go back to pi now, okay? What I did with pi is, all I did was, I'm going to do a quick version, okay? I'm going to add up, first I'm going to do the numbers. 2 times they say Mercury. They say Mercury before and after Mars. Incoming and outgoing, we got 2 moons heading on over towards Earth. But Earth is next to the 5. And if you look at the 5, it's created from something else. It only got 1 moon. How many moons does Mars have? 2 moons. How many moons does Earth have? 1 moon. Odds and even, no? I look over here, I see the number 5 dice. I can't say 4 moons. I only can say 1 moon. The value now starts to come in. Where does this moon come from? It's man's heart. Of the spirit. We got lots of spirits in us, And a lot of different places. My ass is hurting. No, I shouldn't say that ass. That'd be the ace up a hole. So we're going to go back and we're going to let me just get through this without talking too much. I talk too much, eh? But when 5 goes next to 9, and 5 and 9 is 14, which is the 14th letter of the N, when you design that on this dice, it tells you a story. It can't be done on all the dice, that letter. The other thing about 59 is 5 by 9 is 45, which makes 1/4 value of something. 5 and 9 is 14, plus the 45 equals 59. They come back together again. Anything with 9 multiplied and added will always come back to the same number. Well, it might go from 93 to 39, because 9 by 3 is 27, and 2 by 9 is 18. 93, I said. 3 by 9 is 27, 3 and 9 is 12, 39, complete opposite. Now we can switch around the worlds. You have to know when you can turn the worlds around, when you can turn the numbers around. They all work together. I didn't build them, but keyboards and cigarette packs with designs and telephones and a card with pot on it and look, a Joker. Oh, look, do we look alike? 2 jokers, 1 upside down. I guess that's the way it is, eh? So they can look at me and say, yeah, any fucking nut. Excuse me, if you're 13 and under, I'm sorry for that, but I'm quite sure if you didn't learn about who's fucking you now, you're in big trouble. You can see how good you are when others aren't as good as you. You can tell when there's deceit when you're not sitting on it. But you can't tell it's a seat, really, if you are sitting on it. Seat, deceit. So we're going to go back to the planets. We had Pluto in the center, and we started off with what else? Venus. How in the world can we start off with anything else but Venus on the second side? Because on the second side, Venus is right next to 6 man. Here's Pluto, 3 eggs. They're actually S's going around each other. They all designed the cards because they fit together. I don't know what hasn't been designed not to fit together. Can you see 1 and 2? You see the checkerboard in the center? 4 and 5 make 9, 54. The hair, the way it's curled because of the worlds they're in. One world is going out looking like an E. The other worlds are 2 flipped upside down. You can follow the hairline. What design does it make? One can be an E. The beard is turning backwards, more like a B. B and E, saying 2 and 5. Every single one of these suits, okay, I mean, the heart, the club, the spade, and the diamond, all the colored cards, okay, they wear clubs on their head, okay? They all have clubs on their head. Sometimes you have to understand what angle things might be on. See the one down below? It's upside down. Oh, the other one's right side up. There is a difference. I haven't worked on them. There's just too many things. Too much. Too much. I smoke weed, it slows me down. But every time I slow down, my friends, or whatever I have two of, if I have any at all, say it speeds me up. No, I'm in confusion in the time that I am not fast. I am in desperate confusion, for I am in this world. I must learn to meditate, so I do not lift the gate, and do not enter into wherever that other world may be in my brain, the connected electronic matrix of the world 8515. Jack brings it to a 10, brings it to an 11 world at 25, 5 and 2 is 7. JACK, 25. So when I'm slow, I'm either very relaxed and I'm trying not to think of anything. But when I took my blood pressure the other day, it was 150 over 100. I thought I was jacked, 25 and 10. I mean, what did I say? 15 and 10. J and omega, OJ. Vitamin C, orange juice. Everything connects. I'm not writing this down. I'm going to go crazy, but I'm not going to go crazy because I know how to handle it. If I don't get it done, it's not done. It's still fun whether it's done or it's not done. But it's even more fun to be able to comply with order. And that's what I'm basically doing, complying with order. If it comes to my mind, I must do something with it. If I do not do something with it, whoever's given it to me, what will I start to think? Go away, and I'll start racing into this world. Oh my God, let me go out here and do this and do that. When they come to give you the information, you cannot run away, especially if you are part of the Adid family. I don't know who that family is, but that's part of the family I am with. It's called Adid, something that was done. I can't actually explain why it's like that, but in tennis, if you add, I did, one ad, not two ads, game over. 15 and 15 on your telephone keypad. Cross over the number 7, and you'll see how many 15s you get. And how many are you allowed in tennis? There are only 4, and you're only allowed 4 in tennis. And then they switch to 10, because now you start using the other worlds. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 and 8 is 10. 4 and 6 is 10. You only can have 1 because you can't cross yourself out. It becomes a cross. So you gather 110. You go to 40. 110, 110 volts, 110 miles an hour as they throw an ace across the floor at a certain angle, 22.5 or 135 degrees. I don't know what the angle is, but I'm certain that angle within a certain vicinity is going to definitely connect into my world. So where was I now? Somewhere. I hate to forget. I make it look so easy, don't I? Am I that bad? I don't make it look like anything at all. That's why I usually don't get any visitors past the 4th minute. If they pass the 4th minute, they're addicted. They should be ashamed of themselves, learning all the good things in life. When your mind wants to go quick and you're not stoned, it's like the gates are forcing against the door and you can't push it open. You smoke a joint, you pretend you're buzzed, because you have to show that you're buzzed. Because if you're not showing that you're buzzed, you're a little tense. You must go into the buzz state. Let your eyes get a little red from the salt, right? Oh, we are saltwater taffy, basically. So you get into the buzz, oh, you feel good. And you have the light shining in your eyes, and it's making different colors, and the electricity starts to flow. And you just go, and the gate starts to lift, and the imagination goes, and we giggle alone. But I learned to resist to the fog, where it goes quick and you got to follow it quick. I'm not going quick at all. If I was going any quicker, I'd have to stop writing. So let me go back to finish this off over here. You know what? I'm going to get a drink of water. You mind waiting? I'll be gone less than 2 minutes. All you have to do is fast forward it for 2 minutes. I have to remember. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to pi, and then we're going to work a little bit on monopoly and whatever else you want in the world. If it's in the world, we can do it. It's this world, it's our world, we all know it. Hey, I'm back. You know what this is? I'm not studying the label, but I will show you one thing. 1.89. I'm going to show you something about that after. Because the most you can get, okay, but you can't own, is 8 and 9. You own your birth, but you don't own the heaven. But God owns the heaven, and He owns your birth, and He owns the spirit, 189 liters. So now I have to go and measure the liters to the other amount that's in here, and then I'll come up with the other side of the answer. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let me light up the cigarette. I've been doing this all alone for 7.5 years, you know. On December 12th of 2012, it will be 7 years, 7 months, and 7 days. On the 12/12/12, 333 of Christ. The Mayans call for the coming of some disaster of the 12, of the 21, of the 12, of the T world. 20th letter T for 2000. The T world is connected. It's been 12 years since the calendar ended. If you, okay, if you double 999, it becomes 1998. That's where it all had to start closing and changing. The numbers, whether I put years or dates, names, it doesn't matter. I need definition. You need more color, because you want to see, because the color's not there, so you're changing the actual color that was actually there, because you don't like it. Doing the same thing. And then color and play-by-play on every single letter and every single number I see, the possibilities, and a definition that has a chance. So this is what we're going to get to now. We're going to go into pi, okay, and 1, 4, 1, 5. I'm going to start with those. 1 and 4 and 1 and 5 equals 29. 14 and 15 is 29. And then after 1, 5, it goes 9, 2. And that's the opposite of 29. And that's 11. And then the next number, it's 11, 11, 11 on the sheet here. Look. Where am I? 5. Up to 9 numbers. 1, 5, 6, 11. You got to skip that, because you take this and you bring it to here. 11. Now I'm not going to jump it anymore. I'll jump it back and show you what this is. 11 again. 11, 11, 11. And here's 2 1s that make 11. But you can't leave out November. It's 2 1s. We call it 11. Do you know the word 11 has a 63 letter count, the same number of moons, the same number of creation? Although they've been switching that around on Jupiter and adding 66 moons to Jupiter. Why are they adding the moons to Jupiter? Because we're coming aligned. I don't think the Mayans are wrong. If Jupiter got those moons back, it's the declaration of the other side of us. You and you. We've come back to the beginning of time. I also figured that out through the leap years and the Mayan count. Of course, you got to mix it all up a little bit. Like a soup. I mean, but you can pull the letters out of a soup and do something with the alphabet, no? I mean, when you drink them and eat them up, all the letters go together. I'm just taking them apart. So anyways, we're going to just go down to the easy part. I'm going to bring it down to the most simplest part. 5, 6, 11. 6, 7, 8. 13, 16. 11. Okay, over here that we counted, 1 and 1 is 2. Here that we counted was 7, 2, and 7. This is our world, 2 and 7, because this comes out of the 2 worlds. This world and this world are basically, well, this world owns this world, but this world rents from this world that is owned by this world. So we get to here, 9 times 2 is 18. We get over here, what did I say again? 7. 9 by 7 is 63. 63, wait, is 18 and 63. 6 and 3 is 9. Put it up here. This one was, I keep forgetting, this one was 18. Put 9 over here, we have 999. Another way to do that is we had 11 over here, which ended up to 2, is 18. Now I'm going to go 9 by 18. And then I'll do the same thing here, and I can keep going all bit and bring in all the lines and show you what everything is like in between the numbers. But anyways, we end up at 999, okay? 888, okay, is the connected heavens. Why 888? Is because there's no spirit in any of them. It's the 2 dice. It's this dice, okay? Hold on a second. It's one of these dices. How can one of these dices, okay? One of these, and then it's this one, and this one this way. This way and this way. There's no dot in the center. That's the 8. We have 2 dice. So that's your 8. It's not the 2, 6, 8 or 5, 3, 8. It's your 8 over here. So 8 and 9 and 8 and 9, 8 and 9. 8 and 9 is 17 equals 8. 8 and 9 is 17 equals 8. 8 and 9 is 17 equals 8. To the 10 world, 2, 2, 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. You get 1, 8. And we're back in heaven because we brought the numbers all the way around, and the first number's a pi. So there was another thing that I wanted to say, and I don't really know what it was. In order to bring 9 into this world, 1, 2, 3. 3 and 8. 3 times 8 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. So we get the other side. 38. 3 and 8 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 6. The same thing we wanted. 1, 1, 1 times 2 times 8. 111 times 16. 1 spirit of the 6th birth. 16 equals 1776. Where is it? Where is it? Wow, I don't see it. Can I turn it around the page? Oh my God, it's so small. It's right here, 1776. 24 by 74, 1776. 47 is the number that means time. I'm not going to give you that time or answer to that. But this planet in the center is Pluto. This planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is next to Mercury. There's Mercury. I don't see Mercury in any corner. Mercury's not in a corner. On Monopoly, I'm not sure where 1 is anymore. Mercury's not on a corner. It has no moon. It communicates with Jupiter because somebody's got to dial up the right number. He plays from home. Do you know what his dice looks like? I show you the dice cube. Let me show you the dice cube. Here's the dice cube. This is what it looks like. Only streets, my friend. When you're on go and the game begins, even though the property says 1, you're still at home. You're at point 0. You haven't left the house. So let me see what else I got here. So I had that, and then what I got to, okay, if it comes out to 1776, okay, and 1 more year, or 24 hours, or whatever you want it to be, would make 1800, 1824, 1848, 1872, 1896, 1920, 1944, 1968, 1992, and 24. 2002, 2012, 2016 is the number that goes around. But that's the and number. You have to move it back 2. Because you never have the whole 8 heaven in one place. It's 6 and it's 6, and it's operated from Jupiter. Okay, Pi says it operated from Pluto, but it's operated from Jupiter's center. One of the questions that I can't believe I lost my place. What I wanted to say is Pluto is in the middle as 9. The question comes to mind, why is it in the middle? One of the reasons can be is that the one dice in the center spot is a 5, but the one dot is prominent there, not in its original 1 position. So then it would be 5 and 1 is 6. If Earth was with the other one, with the spirit, with the 6, would be the 3 and the 6, man and Earth, 3 and 6, fitting in with Pluto 9. That makes Pluto the center of everything. See, this shoots my shit all over the place. Maybe no. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see what it is. Okay. The center of everything is the birth of man. Basically. I can't believe, what I'm trying to say is the center heart is man's heart in Pi. They're showing you creation ESP, 3, 6, and 9. I mean, I came up with the same numbers I needed. So anyways, if I go and add up all these numbers, okay, I got to 1998 with the other one, and now it's 14 years later. The first 14 years or the last 14 years? Because these are the first 14 years of Pi. And 1998 was a result. Go backwards 14 years, 1984. Go forward 14 years, 2012. There is no 15th month. We're not looking into the 15th month. What I want to go to next is Monopoly. Monopoly. Oh no, I'm not doing it on this one. 27 minutes. That's it. That's it. The tingle is gone. I'm not buzzed anymore. I hate. You see now. You know what's happening now? I just have to sit and be completely out of it. Just watch a video and just take up my time, or get a little bit more buzzed, get something to drink, come back on here, study my stuff, relax, buzz, smoke just a little bit. I like to, when I'm finished the videos, if I'm still a little buzzed, that's when I start writing the best. But now I'm out of everything, so I have to smoke and then get back into it. But I have a few things that I can do based on, because I pulled out 100,000 pages this year, that I can redo. So anyways, whatever it is, Raphael 7286, I believe in those Palladians. What they said sounded so cool, and it just seems so real. Electronically, we're just going to dissipate somehow. Who?